thing. I am not a thing.
Miraculous Ladybug fans have delved deep into the lore, understanding the numerous adverse effects of misusing a Miraculous. From the tragic deaths and fatal illnesses experienced by the past wielders of the broken Peacock Miraculous, to the events in Miraculous World Paris, where Shadybug and Claw Noir pushed past their limits, causing themselves significant physical harm. Our knowledge of the lore has grown. However, the series has scarcely talked about how some Miraculouses might adversely affect their wielders, causing them mental or physical distress with extended periods of use. The concept may bring a darker truth of the series into the open, but subjects in Miraculous Ladybug have never been entirely black and white. Today's video will discuss how 5 Miraculouses could impact their wielders.
You won't regret this, Ladybug! Pollen! Buzz on!
Number 1. The Rabbit Miraculous. The Rabbit Miraculous remains one of the most complex and powerful of the Chinese miracle boxes. The ability to time travel shouldn't be taken lightly, as one miscalculation could cause the entire history of the world to be thrown from its axis. Alex knows this responsibility well, as her adult self explains in the episode Time Tagger. She can never reveal the future, even to her fellow heroes. For example, she knew the identity of Hawkmoth at the time, but couldn't tell Ladybug or Cat Noir because it would influence the timeline. Bunnix is also responsible for watching alternative timelines, as she does in Cat Blanc. Whenever an event in time occurs unnaturally, it's her responsibility to correct the timeline, even if that requires enlisting the help of other heroes. However, one must question how she keeps all that endless knowledge straight. Like the Kwamis who exist in countless universes simultaneously, the wielder of the Rabbit Miraculous has witnessed the past, present, and future, witnessing history unfold through war and moments of human ingenuity. The younger version of Alex receives the Rabbit Miraculous in evolution, and she's forced to leave Paris and traverse time until Monarch's defeat. It's unknown how long she was gone in her experience and everything she endured in her time away, but her return to Paris and the main series may become bittersweet. With so many jumbled experiences, it would make sense for Alex to feel confused and out of place. Not only would she need to remember what it's like to live in her time, but she also must go back to everyday life, like reading stories about people she met in the past, knowing exactly how their lives began and ended.
I'm the one with the Rabbit Miraculous!
Amateur. Time is like a river with multiple streams, and the burrow is where they all come together.
Number 2. The Snake Miraculous. The Snake Miraculous is another Miraculous that requires its wielders to withstand the tests of time. While those who use the Snake Miraculous don't have complete control over time and where they travel, they can rewind for 5 minutes, allowing them to alter history entirely without threatening the fabric of the universe or creating alternate timelines. While the power seems incredibly strong and worthwhile, the drawbacks are impossible to ignore. The wielder of the Snake Miraculous may find themselves locked within a time loop for months or years, searching for a solution to a specific problem. Adrian experiences the phenomenon firsthand in the Desperata episode when he receives the Snake Miraculous and becomes the hero Aspic. In his attempts to save Ladybug and help her defeat the titular villain, he uses Second Chance over 25,000 times, resulting in him reliving the same experience for months. Naturally, he becomes equally discouraged and exhausted, causing him to give up the Miraculous altogether. Lucas seems much more adept at using the Snake Miraculous. Still, there are moments when he becomes trapped in consecutive time loops, like when he has to rewind 100 times in Ephemeral to help Ladybug. Since the wielders of the Snake Miraculous maintain their memories of past experiences, they may genuinely feel as if they've lived through months or years of experiences by the time they've finished using their power. This makes them feel as if they've mentally aged while their fellow heroes remain unchanged, unaware of the countless situations they've experienced.
Wait, this time I know what to do.
Number 3. The Butterfly Miraculous. In Miraculous World Paris, the Butterfly Miraculous's true purpose takes center stage as an alternative version of Gabriel uses its power for good. In the hands of Betterfly, the Butterfly Miraculous allows others to embrace their true potential and good intentions, gifting ordinary people unique abilities so they can help the greater good. Additionally, these abilities are only given to those who want them, as Betterfly asked for Cat Noir's permission before granting him the ability to fly. In contrast, Gabriel from the main series uses the Butterfly Miraculous for nefarious purposes. He actively searches for the negativity in someone's heart and aims to exploit it, heightening their feelings of rage, betrayal, sadness, or guilt. His Miraculous allows him to hear everyone's pain throughout Paris, a crescendo of noise he constantly searches through until he finds the perfect person to akumatize. We know that Gabriel wasn't always a villain. He led a happy life with his family before Emily's illness and became obsessed with saving her, with the Ladybug and Cat Miraculous. His obsession grew over time, alongside his cruelty, until Adrian was also at risk. It's possible that constantly feeling the emotions of others takes a toll on those who wield the Butterfly Miraculous, meaning Gabriel was always destined to become the worst version of himself.
Nuru, bring me back the brooch!
I'm still the Guardian, and the Guardian just took the Miraculous of the Butterfly back from you.
Number 4. The Peacock Miraculous. The Peacock Miraculous remains one of the most morally questionable. The ability to create sentient life, creatures capable of thoughts and feelings, only to use and destroy them afterward, is incredibly off-putting. In the episode Ladybug, Mayura creates a Sentimonster who looks like the hero, giving them the same ability to create Lucky Charms. However, instead of defeating their enemy, Ladybug and Cat Noir give her the amok that controls her behavior, allowing her to make her own decisions. Unfortunately, Mayura makes the heartless decision to destroy her as a result. The emotional implications may not impact a wielder who views Sentimonsters as people. Still, the same can't be said for someone like Felix, who has personal ties to the Sentimonsters and knows what it's like to have his free will taken away. When he creates Red Moon in Emotion, his first Sentimonster, he believes she will help him achieve his goal of ridding the world of controlling adults like Gabriel. Instead, he ends the night needing to renounce Red Moon, resulting in him experiencing intense guilt and remorse for her destruction. A compassionate and kind-hearted wielder of the Miraculous may experience survivor's guilt, knowing they're the only ones to survive each plan and creation. The only alternative would be to allow each Sentimonster to live, giving them their amoks once their purpose is fulfilled. However, with some Sentimonsters looking like monsters, large animals, and inanimate objects, they could not live a fulfilling life among humans.
Hello, Red Moon. I'm Argos. Together we're going to save Adrian from my uncle's grasp.
Number 5. The Cat Miraculous. While the Cat Miraculous receives extensive screen time throughout the series, it must discuss how destructive and dangerous the power can be even to its wielder. Throughout the series, Adrian has to use careful aim and focus when using his cataclysm, as one misstep could cause harm to others. Unfortunately, there are also times when villains gain the upper hand, causing Adrian to use the Cat Miraculous against himself or his allies. In Miracular, the titular villain steals the power of the Cat Miraculous and uses it against Adrian. Struck by a cataclysm, he has no choice but to retreat from the battle, hiding in an alleyway with Plague while he clutches his wound and tries to recover. He continues fighting despite the injury, but he struggles significantly due to the pain. Miraculous World Paris shows that wielders of Cat Miraculous can cataclysm themselves, as Claw Noir does at the beginning of the special. While he doesn't appear bothered or troubled by the self-inflicted injury, it's likely because he knows his life is already forfeit while working for the Supreme. In a normal situation, if a wielder were forced to use Cataclysm on themselves, they would likely end up with a fatal wound that spreads over time, having the same fate as Gabriel throughout the 5th season.
Cataclysm! Oh, Chloe's gonna love our powers!
Like in most series, Miraculous Ladybug doesn't deny that magic can be tricky, regardless of whether the person using it is good or bad. As tools made for humankind, wielders only naturally want to use their abilities to their fullest potential. Unfortunately, the Kwamis are cosmic and otherworldly beings, and their powers were always beyond human comprehension and understanding. So they were bound to the Miraculouses centuries ago to give a fraction of their power to humans in need. Some miraculous wielders may find their new abilities more taxing than others, limiting their time as heroes or at a significant cost.
Greetings.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Glad to see you again, Big Ears. Flop clockwise.